What's up, guys? You become a good person by being a decent person. And you're not a good person if you're doing the 10 things we're discussing today. I also believe that decent people can do bad things from time to time, but it's doing the wrong things consistently and repeatedly that, in my opinion, makes you a bad person. The first characteristic that, in my opinion, makes you a jerk is your inability to apologize or accept when you've made a mistake. Being wrong does not make you a horrible person, but acting as if you weren't wrong or refusing to confess when you've made a mistake or botched up anything does make you a bad person. It's sad because it'll happen. You'll screw things up, I'll screw things up, I failed, you'll fail. The worst thing you can do is say, nope, not me. Guys, shut up and take responsibility for your actions. Being two-faced, in my opinion, is the second thing that makes you a bad person. Saying one thing and doing another, or chatting behind people's backs who believe you are their buddy. When you find out something like this has happened, it's one of the most painful things you can experience. Guys, if you're a man, if you're a nice person, you're going to tell it like it is. It's likely that what people want to hear isn't always what they will hear. However, do not be one thing in front of others and another behind their backs. You don't have to like everyone, and if you don't want to be someone's buddy, that's okay too. Likewise, you will not be popular with everyone. However, the one thing you have control over is that you don't speak behind someone's back when they aren't present. Do not deceive anyone, and if they aren't your friend, don't act like they are. If you don't want to be their buddy, don't be one. If you want, be one and don't gossip about them. Which gets us to the third point. If you ever do anything to emotionally, mentally or physically abuse another person, you are a bad person. Number 4. You are a cheater. Now, some of you will be saying right now, hold up, you don't know me. You don't know my situation at the time. Some people would have cheated on their partners in the past, and they are probably not super proud to admit that they did it, and even more so, admit that they were not a nice person at the time. But you did it, and you even tried to rationalize it and brush it off to make it seem okay and not a big deal. Well, it is a big deal. Over time, you may have reflected on your past actions and come to the realization that it is not your ex. Nothing was wrong with them. It was you all along, trying to fix something that was seriously broken inside. You realize that at the time you were missing something. There was an empty void. So, what did you do? You probably ended up drinking too much, maybe did some drugs, going out heaps and cheating on your partner. You did all this in a desperate attempt to fix something that was fundamentally broken and wrong with you. Unfortunately, if we never deal with things that happened to us when we were younger, they often emerge in a variety of detrimental ways as we get older. Number 5. You make fun of people for things they can't change, whether it's their physical appearance, their emotional state, or their mental state. You are a dreadful person if you are someone who makes fun or pokes fun in a nasty way to make other people laugh or to make yourself feel better about yourself. Running away from your responsibilities is the 6th thing that makes you a bad person. And I'm referring to your children. Let me be clear, you are a piece of garbage if you have a child with someone and are not caring for or performing your responsibilities. Was that clear enough for you, or did it leave you scratching your head? Number 7. You take advantage of people who are foolish or weak. Scam artists come to mind first, whether they're selling information products or attempting to defraud you through emails and phishing tactics or breaking into your bank account. The main point is to not be a scumbag. Work hard. All that time and effort you're putting into attempting to steal, rob, or take something from someone else would be so much more rewarding if you genuinely dedicated yourself and attempted to accomplish something worthwhile. However, it's not that simple or as quick, and as a result, you suck. The 8th thing that makes you a bad person is littering. If you're one of those people who leaves rubbish everywhere you go, you know, your empty bottles and food wrappers, even if you throw an apple core out the window of your car, you are not a good person. The next thing that makes you a bad human being is parking in a handicapped spot when you aren't handicapped and have no medical issues. And yes, there are certainly ways to work around the system that some of you may have attempted in the past, just so that you can park closer so that you don't have to walk as far in the rain. I'm assuming there are some of you who know awful people out there who are abusing the system to get a disabled spot while they're perfectly healthy. The 10th reason why I wouldn't want to hang out with you is that you're just not a nice person. What I mean by this is that you're just mean. You think bad and do bad things. You're just a horrible person to be around. Good people do not treat others badly. If you are a good person, you are not mean. You think good and do good for others, and you are an all-round good person. You always want to seek and want to make the world a better place, to bring value to people's lives, and you don't want to belittle or mistreat people. If you have identified that you relate to any of the 10 signs that we have talked about today that indicate that you are not a good guy, just remember this: karma is real, guys, and she bites back hard. Thanks for watching. Until next time, keep leveling up.